Hey everyone! Welcome to another episode of The Radium Girls. Today we're bringing you a story about true crime and torture. So let's just jump right in.
On July 29th, 1995, 13-year-old Thad, whose family recently moved to Baraboo, Wisconsin, was sleeping on the couch. As he slept, someone picked him up and started carrying him away. When he woke up disoriented, he figured one of his parents was taking him to bed. However, Thad found he was outside with an unfamiliar older teen boy. The boy seemed friendly, asking if Thad could run with him. Thad, still sleepy and confused, agreed and ran about a mile away with the boy back to his home, which he claimed to live in with his brother.
No, sir.
So...
13, you should know better.
So you just gotta go run a whole mile after waking up with some rando?
Carrying you?
Yeah. No, he asked him to run with him.
No, I mean you wake up and he's carrying you.
Oh, yeah.
You're just gonna run a mile with someone? You're like, just what? You wake up in some boy's arms and... Unless, you know, if it was like Henry Cavill, you'd...
I mean...
Yeah, I'm gonna run a mile with
That's
you.
different.
No, poor Thad.
I know. He's just like, nowhere 13? In the mile did he just not turn around.
Right.
Or something.
For real. Just run back home.
Something.
Unless maybe he thought that it was a dream and, you know, a realistic dream.
That would be one tiring dream.
For real.
Oh, mile. Okay. Okay. That happened.
Mm-hmm. This is a true story.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
Mm-mm.
Once there, the mysterious boy introduced himself as Joe and said he would soon throw a party. He named other boys Thad knew and said they'd be there soon. In the meantime, he asked if Thad wanted to check out cool model cars upstairs, unaware that he was a victim of a kidnapper known as the Bone Breaker. Ooh. Bone Breaker.
Once Thad was upstairs, Joe, whose last name was Clark, completely shed his friendly teen persona. He grabbed the boy and threw him on the dirty bed, jumped on him, and grabbed him by the ankle. He then began to twist Thad's foot around his leg until the bone above his ankle snapped and splintered. Bone breaker.
Bone Breaker.
That's so painful.
Oh.
Thad, who was feeling more shock than pain, leaped off the bed and tried to run downstairs on his broken leg, but Clark quickly caught him. Thad then suffered further injuries, including punches and kicks until he could no longer struggle. In an interview, Thad said he most vividly remembers the feeling of friction in his broken leg bones as he tried to get away. The pain did not overtake that sensation. After the initial attack broke Thad's leg near the ankle, Clark threw the shocked boy on the couch downstairs. Thad, trying to figure out an escape plan, told Clark he wouldn't tell anyone what happened and that he'd say he tripped over a table. Clark maintained no one would believe this. The abuse continued into the night after dressing his shattered legs in crude casts of socks and ace bandages.
I bet that helps.
Oh yeah, for sure, you know.
Everything will be okay with some ace bandages.
Just put a band-aid over it.
Wow.
Poor Thad.
Oh, gosh.
And he made him run a mile before this, so his other leg is probably really sore. I'm so sorry.
He's over there sweating, like, dehydrated.
Yeah, didn't even get get enough sleep. Right? Sleeping.
Poor kid.
Man.
Thad then attempted to reason with Clark, asking why he would do this. Clark said he enjoyed the sound and feeling of bones breaking at his whim. He said he had done something like this before and described how much he loved it. Freak.
Demented. Mm-hmm. Demented.
Yeah. In between his attacks on Thad, Clark pretended to create a friendship. During this downtime, Clark would carry the boy to the couch so that the pair could watch movies together.
Wow. That's some dark.
That's very twisted.
Mm-hmm, very much so.
Reportedly, he would talk as if nothing was wrong. Clark spoke about his family, his car, how he lived with his brother in his filthy house, and his girlfriend. was at the front door with Clark while Thad laid half-conscious on the ground.
Wow.
mean,
She should be responsible too.
for real. But I don't know if she knew. I don't know if she knew, yeah.
But he was half conscious on the ground.
Oh, well, maybe she thought he was
it did say that she was at the front door. Maybe he didn't let her in.
That's true. The torment inflicted upon Thad was severe, occurring for hours at a time. Clark reportedly mistreated Thad as a way to manage his daily frustrations. In one case, Clark's car wouldn't start, so he twisted Thad's leg until they splintered. Then broke the boy's knees and even jumped on his chest.
Wow.
He's
It's so sad. Just get a punching bag. Like, if you feel that you need to take out some frustration, just get a punching bag.
Get some wood and, like, karate chop it. I don't know.
Yes, exactly.
If you want something to break.
We talked about Bigfoot and how he twists trees. You need to twist something. Go twist some damn trees. Make us think Bigfoot's out here.
Just get some glass and just, like, throw it or something. Yes. I don't know.
Oh, that's horrible.
Man. He had snapped Thad's thigh bone by forcing the leg forward and leaning on it until it gave away.
Oh. That's one of the hardest bones to break.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm. And the worst bone to break.
Oh, God. When Thad tried to fight back or escape, the torment grew more brutal. Clark pushed a pillow over Thad's face to suffocate him.
It's horrible. Though much smaller than Clark and still in his early teens, 90-pound Thad attempted to stop his abuser. During the first attack, Thad fought back against Clark, pushing him away and managing to descend the stairs before the next attack. Even with blood pooling in his face from his internal injuries, having his legs broken in numerous places, and enduring days without food, Thad never gave up. He attempted 3 escapes during his capture. Thad had dragged himself down the stairway, making it into the kitchen when Clark and a girl arrived and sat down on the couch, unaware that he lay silent in the next room. Oh, you go, Thad. Unfortunately, when Clark's friend left, he discovered him lying in the kitchen and after recovering from surprise, dragged him upstairs yet again to continue the brutal punishment and for the first time threatened to kill, though that was certainly the ultimate intention all along. While Thad remained imprisoned, Clark went about his daily life and routine as he usually would. During the day, he would have to go out and run errands, see friends, and visit his girlfriend. While he did this, he would take Thad and lock him in his closet upstairs.
The closet had no light, food, or water, which investigators propose would cause the captive to become weaker and easier to overpower during maltreatment. Thad would fumble through the dark, trying to find a way to free himself. He eventually uncovered a wooden guitar, which he used to break down the door. You go, Thad.
Yeah, for real.
Something. Thad had to physically throw himself down a flight of stairs, then crawl using only his hands and arms, often in the dark, to find help. In the process, he would lose consciousness several times and lay passed out on the floor for unknown durations.
Aww.
During his final escape effort, Thad managed to locate a phone and pull it down off the wall by shaking the cord. He dialed 911 and told the operator that he was being held captive and tortured by an older boy who had taken him from his home. He was not able to tell the operator who this boy was or where he was being held. Thankfully, they could still trace the call, and police and emergency services descended on the house within 30 minutes. He had been held captive for 43 hours in total.
Wow.
The police drove to his location and saved him before Clark returned home. A short time later, authorities arrested Clark.
Dang, so almost 2 solid days.
Oh, getting your legs repeatedly broken.
That's horrible. That's so sad.
Yeah.
All of that made it sound like it had been drug out
Yeah.
for a while.
Yeah.
Not just, I mean, that's a lot for that short amount of time.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Then he tried to, like, bandage it up and then watch movies with him.
Yeah, like this is some dark, twisted, demented.
Something wrong with that boy.
Yep. Aside from pretending to act like a friend, Clark also oscillated between causing damage and giving care. When he finished a session of breaking bones, Clark would take white socks and wrap them over Thad's broken legs until they became thick paddings of fabric. Clark also had a pair of leg braces he would put on Thad, and then he would try to get him to walk. Thad testified that he asked Clark during his imprisonment if the captor had done this before. Clark reportedly admitted to harming 2 other boys. Investigators were able to identify one of the victims. In 1994, 14-year-old Christian Steiner disappeared from his home. Authorities believed someone kidnapped him, but there were no known suspects at the time. Upon the initial discovery of the boy's body, medical examiners determined the cause of death as drowning. After Clark's arrest, authorities exhumed Chris's body and found injuries on his ankles identical to Thad's, determining that his mangled legs had prevented him from swimming. Wow, that's sad.
That's effed up.
Like, this is why I want to be an ME eventually, like in my lifetime at some point. Because how could you miss the injuries like that to just determine a drowning? It's almost like they found him.
They just like assumed or something.
Yeah, like maybe they found him in water somewhere and just assumed that it's drowning just because that's where they found him. I mean, this was 94. But come on, the ME should have, like, you're supposed to do a full workup.
Man, some people be lazy.
Well, Clark was then tried for homicide, though.
As he should be.
As he should be. That's sad that his family, that Christian's family, had to go through, you know, his body getting exhumed, but also having peace knowing that he didn't just drown.
Yeah. By the time police came to Thad's rescue, he was in bad shape. His twisted feet had skin reminiscent of rubber, and his toes were pointing the wrong way. Oh, no. His thigh had snapped, his ribs were bruised and broken, and his arms had been bent and twisted. Ooh, all the limbs, all of them.
And he's still alive.
Yeah.
Like, I'd probably just die of pain. Just be like,
he threw himself down the stairs.
Yeah.
I would not.
He had no choice. He couldn't walk.
But yeah, just that takes I imagine that would take a lot.
Yeah, that's why he passed out too.
For real. Doctor said he was possibly hours away from passing. He received immediate medical care, but to repair his legs and hope to save the boy's mobility, he required many surgeries over several years. While rushed into the hospital, Thad managed to tell police Clark had confessed to doing this before to other victims, which helped police link him to Chris Steiner. A body was found 1 year earlier in the Wisconsin River, and dental records would confirm that it was the body of Chris Steiner.
Well, there we go. So we know that he was found in a river.
The body was badly decomposed and bloated from many days in the water, and the police had no clues as to how Chris ended up there. The cause of his death was listed as drowning and the manner as undetermined. Okay,
so he was badly decomposed.
Oh, so yeah, that's probably why they didn't know, I guess.
I don't know. It's still, I guess that is probably why they
just
bloated. Assumed it to be drowning.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I still have problems with that because just because it's decomposed badly, your bones are still the last one to go.
Yeah.
And you can see, your bones are broke. I don't know. Something still just doesn't sit well with me. Yeah, just tossing it as a drowning.
Yeah, we say they closed that a little too fast.
Yeah, that's what I feel like.
Yeah.
Authorities arrested Clark while he was at a party with his girlfriend, and from there, they began to search his house. Police looked for any indication of previous victims, but they found evidence suggesting Clark intended to capture and torment more boys. Wonder why just boys?
Good question.
In the house, police located a school notebook which listed names of over a dozen local boys, including some Thad knew. The boys' names were in different columns, detailing whether or not Clark could kidnap them soon or later and what he wanted to do with them. Part of the list included a column titled "The Leg Thing," suggesting he intended to mangle his future victims with the same methods used on both Chris Steiner and Thad Phillips.
The leg
Premeditate, huh?
So the leg thing.
The leg thing.
Imagine being on that list.
Ooh, yeah. I hope they didn't. I hope they didn't release that.
I don't know. I feel like if I lived there, I would want to know.
If you were on the list?
Yeah. At least the people maybe should know.
Their family, like their parents, if they're minors, their parents should know. Which, if you're gonna do that, then it's gonna get around, especially if it's a small town.
True.
Like, my son was on the list. You're friends with my son. Your son wasn't on the list, but mine was. And I don't know. I don't know. Right before Thad could testify against Clark, 15-year-old Michael Hubish shot Thad in the back. What?
Came out of nowhere.
What? Who's this Michael Hubish? And how is he related to Thad? Like, was he in this with Joe somehow?
I honestly couldn't find anything else on him.
Really? That's so random. Like, did he get charged?
I don't remember.
I need to know. Okay, so I guess it looks like the only other thing that we could find on this Michael Hubish is that he didn't intend to kill Thad, but maybe they were, like, had some sort of a confrontation between Thad, Michael, and some other kid and shot him. So I was, like, thinking maybe him and Joe Clark had, like, he was trying to finish what Joe started or some shit, but guess not.
There's people crazy in Baraboo.
Yeah, let's put Baraboo on our list of not to go, places not to go. So Thad did not actually pass from the wound, but the trial was delayed. Despite this, Clark was eventually found guilty and received a 100-year sentence. Later, when the authorities discovered Clark's other victim, Chris Steiner, Clark faced a life sentence plus 50 years.
This poor kid. Mm-hmm. He
went through the ringer.
Yeah. And
so to speak.
Got shot in the back.
Get shot.
Like, man. And you're only 15. Wait, no. How old was he? 13?
He was 13.
13. I don't know when the trial was, but dang.
Oh, yeah.
He went through a lot in his young age.
Yeah, well, the little snippet that I could find on Michael, that happened around, like, 95, 96. So, 13, 14, 15, like, 2 short years.
Yeah.
Oh,
dang.
That's horrible.
Clark was charged with attempted first-degree intentional homicide, causing great bodily harm to a child, mayhem, intent to disable or disfigure, causing mental harm to a child, and child enticement. He pleaded no contest and not guilty by reason of mental disease or defect. The defense argued that his biological mother, he was adopted, had been a heavy drug user throughout her pregnancy with him, and that he had suffered a head injury in a bike crash the year before. To this day, Clark maintains that he has no memory of what he did to Thad and claims he is innocent of Chris's death. He later attempted to appeal some of his convictions based on lack of evidence, but the district court dismissed the case.
Well, yeah, they exhumed Chris's body, and he had the exact kind of breaks that Thad had, so...
Yeah, good luck.
You're not getting out of it, sir.
No way. He's talking about having no memory. You had a whole list of boys.
For real. You can't... No, it's premeditated.
Yeah.
There is no way you can not remember that. I mean, maybe he was high on something, and, his memory was... But you have the memory of planning it.
Mm-hmm. It said the leg thing. We know what that means.
Exactly. You lost your mind.
Mm-hmm. Surgeries and long-term medical care have helped Thad walk and use his legs again. Yay, Thad! Yay. Though he still retains a limp. He also sued Clark and won, the total payment amounting to $21 million.
Yay, Thad.
You deserve it, man.
Yeah, I can't promise that you're going to see that $21 million, but...
No, you're not, but... Oh, man. Yeah, that was the story of the bone breaker.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're breaking bones.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, twisting.
Yeah.
I can't.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what kind, it takes I don't know. A very dark, demented, twisted mind to think of something, and to, have satisfaction from that.
Yeah, he said he liked doing it.
Yeah.
He liked hearing, or was it hearing?
Like, and feeling it.
Yeah.
And, like, I get the sensation of that. Not like a human, but like, yopon leaves. You know what a yopon tree is? Mm-mm. Oh my god, they have the best leaves. But when you break a leaf off and you fold it in half, it crunches. It has like this perfect.
I do like crunchy stuff.
Yes. So I understand like that satisfaction of needing to.
But why a human being?
Not bones.
No.
Get a stick.
Just like I said, break some glass. Some,
yes.
What did we say? Some trees.
Trees. Go twist up. Yes.
Something. Some wood. Chop.
No.
There's got to be another way. Don't take it out on animals either. Animals.
Oh, yeah, for real. Well, that's how, psychopaths and serial killers, they start out.
Yeah, he probably did, freaking weirdo. Mm-hmm. How else would he know he liked it?
That's true. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah.
I don't want to know.
I don't either. I'm going to do, but...
I do, but I don't. So I'm just going to cry.
Yeah, that's crazy. And where is this brother he spoke about?
There probably wasn't no brother. I don't know.
Or maybe his brother was his first victim.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the story for today. Let us know what you think of the story, and
would you run a mile?
Would you run a mile if somebody carried you off? I'm so sorry for laughing, but seriously, you're asleep on the couch. Someone picks you up. I mean, I get, like, the first part of it. If you think your parents are just carrying you to bed,
asleep,
you're asleep. But then you wake up, hey, let's run a mile.
Yeah, you're outside with a stranger.
No.
Dad, come on. Stranger danger.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Maybe they didn't teach them that back then.
I know, it was the 90s, you know? Back when they just let us go roam the neighborhood, take your bike around the neighborhood, and be home for dinner.
Right? When it gets dark, come in.
Mm-hmm. Man. Yeah, I don't know.
Those are some crazy days.
Yep. So, before we get into our question, give us a thumbs up on YouTube. We would really appreciate if you do watch our YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We did notice a little more than half of our listeners are not actually subscribed to YouTube, that you're just watching it. So it would really help us a lot if you actually subscribe to it. And it also showed us that some are not actually logged into YouTube. And if you don't have a YouTube account, it's so easy and it's so free. And who doesn't love YouTube? You know? So just create an account and support us like that. Our podcast, subscribe to it. We are getting a lot of viewers and attention there as far as those who actually listen to it rather than YouTube. So thank you. Keep it up. It's helping a lot. So just wanted to say that. And head over to Facebook, like our Facebook page. Let us know what stories you'd like for us to cover. I get texts from my family and close friends all the time telling us about stories that they'd like or questions and stuff. And I know Val gets suggestions too that way. So head over to Facebook and send us a message and let us know what you want to hear.
Yeah. Send us some questions too.
Yeah.
Maybe some questions.
Yeah, we need some questions.
Send
us
low.
a question. Mm-hmm. So, all right, what's today's question?
Okay. Okay, so our question: what moment in a children's movie scarred you for life?
This is almost a no-brainer for me.
What?
The Lion King when Mufasa died.
Oh yeah, that's you.
Yes, it scarred me for life. The moment just gets me. It makes me want to cry. It makes me want to punch Scar.
It is sad.
It's so sad. And when they created the live-action Lion King, just made it so much worse. I finally got to a point, and I'm 30 years old. I finally got to a point. I don't know how old I was when that movie came, when they did the live action. So 26, 7, whatever. Finally got to a point in my life. Took me that long where I could actually watch the cartoon version of The Lion King and not cry.
Oh my gosh.
I can look away. I can listen to it, but I'm not going to cry. Then they had to go make this live action. It tears me up.
Are you crying again?
I'm scarred. Yes. I'm scarred for life.
I don't think I've seen the live one.
It's so good. It's
and
so
I haven't
good.
seen the other one in forever.
Why are we Friends.
Look, I don't have kids.
I didn't have a kid for 25 years, and I watched it I had to watch it at least twice a year.
Oh, no. But I'm not, like, super into Disney.
I mean, I love Disney, but that movie, it's my favorite movie, my all-time. I think it's, ironically, I think it's because I didn't plan this, but it's because I love big cats. Like, leopard's my favorite animal ever. And big cats, lions, leopard, cheetah, all of them, jaguars, big cats I love. So, growing up in The Lion King, I always wanted to be, like, a lion or a leopard. So, I think that's why I loved it so much.
Yeah.
And why it scarred me so bad. Yeah. Do you have a moment in a children's movie that scarred you?
I kind of talked about this before, and I don't really know if it's like a kid's movie, but an Old Yeller.
Oh.
When he got rabies and shot him. I'm serious. Like, I thought my dogs had rabies. I just wouldn't go outside. I'd be staring at them through the window. They're going to get me.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, I was scared of my own dogs, and they were like poodles. And let's see. I guess, I don't know if they're children movies. No, I guess not. Like Chucky and stuff like that. Like,
I was going to say, we can say another one too if we want. Like,
I don't know if it's a children's movie.
Chucky's not a children's movie, no ma'am.
And Tremors isn't them.
Oh yeah, we talked about that too. So, I've never seen Old Yeller all the way. I've only seen like bits and pieces of it.
I remember it was the dog getting rabies and shot.
That's all I know about it, really. I don't really know anything else about it. I don't remember. I know I've seen parts of it. We'll never watch Chucky. Don't do dolls. Do not do dolls. Oh. And I'll tell you why in a second. And then what was the last one you just said? Tremors?
Tremors.
I love Tremors. I don't understand.
It scared me. I don't get it. It was going to come attack me.
Oh my gosh.
Everything's out to get me.
I don't like dolls, but the movie that scarred me for life and made me not like dolls, Pet Sematary.
Oh, yeah.
Because when the baby, it looks like a doll. It's a fucking doll. And he's killing. And it's just terrifying. And Pet Sematary scarred me for life.
I liked Pet Sematary, but it was scary.
No.
I'm like, nah.
I think I watched it once in my adult years, and like the part that I remember so vividly that scarred me, I still couldn't watch it. Oh, like the rest of the movie I got past, but there's just one specific part, and I feel like it had something to do with the attic. Oh shoot, I don't remember. It's been a few years. I know, it kind of makes me want to watch it just so that I could. Oh, God, I hate to. But I'm a glutton for torturing for myself. Like, what? You know, like, I don't know, but anyways, yeah. I wanted to show you this because they're like little tremors. Oh,
it's like, have you seen Dune? It just came out recently.
I don't think so.
They have sandworms, and they're like tremors.
I don't think I have seen that.
Sandlot? Oh. The dog in there?
Cujo.
I'm just... No.
It's a Cujo.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I was so scared of, like, dogs. I was scared of all the dogs.
All the dogs.
Like, why did they have to do that when we were young? Like, make all the dogs evil?
I don't know. But that dog ended up not being evil.
Yeah, but it was, like... They made it seem like it was going to be.
The drama of the children. Yes. It was from their perspective. Yeah. The drama, they built it up.
Forever.
But you got Cujo, you got Old Yeller with rabies.
And then all the other dog movies.
I mean, you got Pet Sematary with the cat. And,
I'm like, don't turn these animals against me, okay?
But these guys are little tremors.
I feel like I've seen them before.
Yeah, they're
at least
everywhere.
The holes.
They're everywhere.
Okay. What are they called?
Oh, they're called antlions. Antlions. We used to catch them when I was a kid.
You're always touching things.
Oh, yeah. If it's a bug, I'm going to touch it. But yeah, you see what, like, we like the big ones, the big holes like this. Mm-hmm. And then if you just make a little tiny bit of dirt fall into the center, they'll with this little part, it's actually their head. This is actually their head. I always thought it was their tail. But they'll go like this, and that's how you know they're home. And then you just scoop, like, the sand, and you just...
Oh, leave these bugs alone.
They're little tickling. Oh my god, they're so cute. They crawl around.
No.
They move around with this end first. It's like their butt, because they burrow, like backwards. Because they're called ant lions, because ants, they'll be walking by, and they'll get trapped in the center, and then they'll reach up and grab them and suck them down. That's why they're little trimmers.
It's kind of like Dune.
Oh, I guess I need to watch Dune.
I love that movie. It's good. I like it anyway. They look like little lice or something.
Yeah, they are kind of...
I used to play with roly-polies.
Oh, yeah, those are fun. Yeah, those are fun. So, yeah, let us know down below or on our Facebook page what movie, either a children's movie. I would like to know what children's movie scarred you for life, because I'm curious to know if maybe that's one we forgot about and scarred
Probably.
us.
I can't think of any.
And if you don't have a children's movie, let us know what movie scarred you for life. Very curious.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. That's today's story and today's podcast. Thank you so much for listening and supporting us. And as always, stay curious.
Aww.
Aww. You can do that as a blooper.
Cutie.
And have his Hey, Shadow.
Hey, Shadow.
Oh, he's so sweet. Okay.